Okay. Oh, 15 seconds. Sorry, jumped the gun. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the first edition of Lethbridge Original Voices Experience. My name is Alan Friesen. So here's the idea with this show. We're going to have people who Lethbridge is not their first home, and they're going to come on and talk a little bit about where their first home was and sing in their original voice. And it's going to be a fun thing. And we have two guests tonight, Najib and Araba. That's kind of, I think this show was your idea, wasn't it? When we had lunch, didn't you come up with this idea, or was it me?
I think all the credit goes to you.
Oh, hang on one sec. There we go. Okay. YouTube wants to help me and double broadcast this, but we only need one here. So, all right. So the idea, this is what we're going to do with the show. Najib and Araba are my guests. Araba, tell us where's home for you? Where did you come from to join us here in Lethbridge?
I come from a smallish town in Ghana called Takoradi. It's a town by the coast, so it's a fishing community. So. We have a lot of water bodies. We have like a lot of fishing, fresh seafood, which is amazing. It made it kind of difficult being here because I don't really have fresh seafood. But aside that, it's a tropical country, so we have like amazing fruits just everywhere. And I miss that so much. Yeah. Nice.
And you've been here now 2 years, if I recall correctly. Yes. Yeah. And here for your studies and your education that you're here for, and hopefully to make Lethbridge your permanent home, hopefully, but we'll see about that, I guess. But you have a song that you're going to share with us, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's start on that. We should at least acknowledge Najib. Najib's sitting here. We haven't even said hi to him. Najib, I do apologize that, man.
No, not at all.
Okay. So Najib and Araba and I had this thought on Thursday. So we're going to give her a try today, and hopefully we'll get all kinds of people or newcomers to Canada say, I want to come sing. I want to sing in Ukrainian, and I want to sing in whatever. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. So, and Araba, I don't think he's really knows this. Najib doesn't know this yet, but he's going to sing tonight too. I'm sure.
Totally.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. Okay.
You don't think so?
We'll see.
We got a half hour. We're going to find out if that's going to happen.
Maybe I'll catch the singing bug. Maybe
Exactly. It might happen.
It might happen.
Araba, why don't you sing something for us? And then Najib and I are going to be your audience, and we're going to focus on what you're singing, and we're gonna absorb it. Even though we don't understand the words, we're gonna absorb the emotions you're putting out for us. Let's hear it.
Okay, sure. But I need to give the backstory first, kind of. This
is
a story that we learned in class in my 6th grade, when I was in 6th grade. And it's a folk tale story, kind of. So the story goes about animals, but people in a community just like trying to get through a drought and the dry season. So the leader of the community, which is a tiger, asked everyone to bring a little bit of their skin so they can make body cream so they don't all die with dehydration and everything. And the little mouse or rat doesn't want to do this, but then at the end of the day, he goes to try to steal some of the body cream they made. And then he ends up spilling it. So, and that's so funny. So in the end, the song is what he's saying when he's crying about like
I lost Araba. Do you hear Najib? Can you hear her talking?
I can't hear her. I think we lost connection.
Oh gosh darn it. Okay. Have you heard this story before about the mouse spilling the cream? Oh, you're back, Araba. You froze on us for a little bit. But the mouse, he spilled the special cream that would keep them alive. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's the backstory to this. Okay, cool. And what, you learned this when you were a little girl, or?
Yeah, little girl. I was in
Okay. All right. Okay.
12. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to sing it for us?
Oh yeah. I thought it was gone again.
Oh, no, you're back on. You're all good.
Okay. So it goes Makika makika mbwa nyinasra dini.
I think we've lost connection again.
Gosh, darn it.
But then in the words that am I still there?
You you started singing, and about 3 seconds in, lost connection. So we saw your mouth moving, but we couldn't hear you. Yes.
So funny. Okay, I'll sing it again.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything we could do about your connectivity that you have. There's nothing, you're not like downloading any files or anything while we're on or anything, right? So,
Okay.
no.
So the song again.
Yes.
Makika makika mbwa nyinasra dini butu century. Makika makika mbwa nyinasra dini butu century. Suamu rusun century. Oye mareho century. Osipo yepini century. Century. And that's it. Like basically.
Awesome. That was really good. Awesome. That was really good.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that. So that is a common nursery rhyme or a common tale that a mom would sing to her child.
Yeah, it's one of the many folk tales that we have. We have stories that's called Anasisem, with basically there's a spider. I don't know if you know about that, but there's a spider who is like really, really smart about everything. And he just goes about tricking people sometimes, teaching them lessons. And that's basically the way in which they teach children like valuable lessons in society, just through oral tradition and folk tales.
And so that was a spider that was really smart and would trick people and was cunning, kind of a thing, right? Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. Najib, what kind of stories like this, songs did you have when you were growing up?
So they have because I know about like the Ghanaian culture has Anansi, which is like the spider who's cunning, and we usually tell it as the tortoise.
Tortoise is okay.
Yes, who was smart, and it would be like all these lessons you would learn from like not being greedy. So we had funny stories like how the tortoise like got his like shell cracked, like got like there was food they were supposed to everyone was supposed to go get food in heaven, and the tortoise tricked everyone. Oh no, the story goes that like everyone was supposed to go to heaven to eat food, and so the tortoise didn't know how to fly, so he borrowed feathers from every bird, and then he was able to fly to heaven. But then when he got to heaven, he tricked everyone and said, "My name is everyone." So whenever they would bring the food, they would be like, "Oh, here's the food for everyone," and then he'd be like, "Hey guys, that's me. I'm everyone." And so at the end of the party, everyone took their feathers back. And he fell from heaven, and that's how his shell got cracked. It's stories like that.
Got it. His greed was his undoing. Yeah, exactly. I see.
Yes, and
cool.
Yeah, we had lots of stories like that, like folk tales, like they would tell us as kids.
Right, and then those would be all kind of, and would they be ones like, would your grandparents have heard the same story from their, like, would your mom, dad heard the same story from their grandparent?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yes. These carry on. These are oral.
Exactly. Oral traditions. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Araba, you got another one you want to share with us? Maybe the technology, maybe Sister Google will cooperate better with us this time.
Okay.
Because Najib is just warming up. He's getting ready.
Warming up. So there's another one. I just have like a list on my phone. That's about a hawk. that lost his mother, and the hawk used to be lazy until the hawk didn't like want to do anything, but now the mother is gone, and that song is just saying like, what are you going to do? Basically, it's a lesson on not like being proactive, being not being lazy. Am I still there?
Yeah. Yes, you're the video quit, but the audio is still there. So it's basically about not being lazy. He has to fend for himself because his mother's not there.
Yeah.
Are the hawks in Africa the same as the hawks you see here?
Maybe there might be a little different. Maybe it's a different breed. Is that what to say? Species, or whichever. But yeah, they should be from the same genus.
Yeah. So the ones you've observed here would be similar to what the ones you would have seen in Africa then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And is there a song that you're going to sing with that now that you set that up, told us the tale?
Oh yeah, yeah. So
all right.
The song is usually they would play it with a game of stones and just pass the stones around. So that's also kind of building thinking together.
And then when you pass the stone, you sing when you have the stone. Is that what you mean? Or what was the stone?
Everybody's singing and then you have stones and you're just passing it around. Then like this. And everybody's singing together, going to the same rhythm.
Oh, okay. A rhythm in that you're depositing the stones in this kind of communal. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice.
So the song is.
Are you gonna wait a minute? Are you gonna do the rhythm? Are you gonna do a little dance stone movement thing happening too?
Sure, I'll do it.
Awesome.
So it's Sansa Kruma Ninewo Ochichinko Komba Osonke Jumani Jewo Ochichinko Komba Sansa Kruma Ninewo Ochichinko Komba Osonke Jumani Jewo Ochichinko Komba Ninewo Nejewo O Sansa Kruma Ninewo Ochichinko Komba Asanke Juma Nejewo Ochichinko Komba. That's basically it.
Awesome.
So
is singing pretty common? Like for singing is common at home in your country, in your village, in your community that you're in. It would be more common to have people singing there publicly than they would in here. And would that be a fair statement?
Yeah.
Najib, you too? Would you see it the same way?
No, I think in the country, yes, but in my house, I don't think we sang too much. We don't.
Not in your house,
nope,
but in your neighborhood, there was people that would sing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right, Najib, you ready?
I think maybe I'll try one.
All right, try one.
I'm not great at singing, so I have a poem. I think.
A poem. Excellent.
So I would say it and then explain after.
Okay, sure. That'd be great.
It goes, oh mama, ha go, harunago, eke tume. Yeah, I think I can't remember the rest of the parts. But basically it's like my mom used to sing this to us when she would like back us or like as babies when she would like pet us. And the translation is just like, oh baby, stop crying. When you cry, like mommy gets worried. Her stomach starts to hurt. Her head starts to pain. Stop crying. Like I'm here for you. Something there. That was like the. Okay,
so to soothe a crying infant. Yeah. Okay, got it. Cool. Well, anything else we want to chat about? Araba, do you have something else you want to share with us? Did you hear my question? I'm sorry. Maybe we had a bad connection.
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
Oh, I just said, is there another story that you would like to share with us, or a poem or a song that you would like to share with us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. We got another 15 minutes. And then then Jesse's going to pull the plug on us. So.
So what Najib said reminded me of the lullabies we also have. We also sing in my language in Fanti. So I have a lot of nephews and nieces, and so, well, just people in the community who come around anyway. And usually when the adults talk, like the kind of older ones are left to soothe the babies. And so we've had to learn how to like sing these songs and how to like care for babies and everything like that. So usually there's one song which we usually sing to them, and my auntie used to sing it to me. Actually, that's how like I started learning it and started keeping it in my head in the first place. So it goes, um baby dear, pesun se orusan akam no denu umano gogo umane nufu umseketen monda wada. Kind of, and that last part would just like always make a baby like burst into laughter and everything like that.
It would be a big surprise for the baby to have. Woo! Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then how old would you been when you started, holding little ones and singing these songs to them and such? How old would you have been?
Me, I was about 13 when they started like trusting babies with me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And not for a very long time though. It's just they would be watching me and everything. It's just leave you to play with the baby to see if you can. Yeah. So
Yeah. But it was pretty much an expected thing. If you went when the adults had a conversation, then you and your peers would have been the ones responsible for taking care of the babies, kind of thing, the littler people. Is that correct?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. How about you, Najib? Have you done any nurturing with little ones as well? Have you been that there's a nephew or a niece or what was you had a younger?
I have three younger siblings. So but I love kids. So I always I would always rush, be the first one to hold a new baby. I
Nice.
always loved kids from when I was little. I always loved like taking care of my brothers. My mom would tell stories about that. So I definitely always love taking care of kids. I still love kids so much.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. And so what would have been a story you would have told to your little brother when you were growing up? What kind of story would you have told to him?
I think it's the other way around. My brother used to tell me stories.
Your brother was telling you stories. He was younger, but he was the one who was telling the stories.
Like my brother would tell me stories from for a whole week about a cat and a dog, and tomorrow it would be a bird and a fish, but it would be the same story. So I would just listen. Like this was when he was starting to talk, but it was because he'd always read they would tell folk tales and stories, so he would want to make his own. So that's why I remember my younger brother always wanted to tell me stories.
Oh, that's great. And is this still the case when you call him up now? He wants to tell you stories still, or
he's a lot bigger, so unfortunately not.
that's kind of gone by the wayside.
He just graduated high school actually. On Sunday or Saturday, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's exciting. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think he'll follow his older brother and come to Canada as well?
I don't know. He wants to be a lawyer, so I don't know. He might stay back home.
Yeah.
Because I think you have to study at home to practice, or you can go to the UK, which has closer legal system with Nigeria.
Yeah, even here, if you're a Canadian and you go and get accepted in the bar in the United States, that's the only place you can practice anymore. You can't practice in Canada, right? So it's very country specific in terms of, which makes sense with the laws being so specific that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he will stay home. But I have a younger sister here who's studying engineering. So
nice. Yes, you told me that. Yeah, cool. Well, anything else we should share?
Would you be willing to sing first, Alan?
Actually, I was just about to ask.
I sing all the time. I was going to save that for when there's other. Sure. I love to sing. Yeah. How about, do you what kind of stuff might work? Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm going to sing you. This is going to be something that I'm sure you've never heard before. Back in the 1950s, there was this guy called Tennessee Ernie Ford, and he was a spiritual singer, a gospel singer. You know, he would sing stuff like, on a hill far away stood the old rugged cross. So he'd sing stuff like that. But this one Sunday, he skipped out of church and he wrote this song that is not a spiritual song. It is a very secular song. So I'm going to sing that song for you. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood and skin and bones, with a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. He loads 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning in the drizzling rain, fighting and trouble on my middle names. I was raised in the canebrake by an old mama line. Ain't no hot tone woman make me walk the line. I loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning in the drizzling rain. Nope, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons, a number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul. He loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other is steel. If the left one don't get you, then the right one will. I loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Woo! That was good. I've never heard that before. I actually love it.
Oh, thanks. It's a song that a lot of people have recorded since, but it was Tennessee Ernie Ford in the 50s who recorded that song. So, which amazes me when you have a song that's decades later, people sing it. That's a legacy right there, right? Which not unlike, you had lullabies as a child that your parents and your grandparents knew, and hopefully the kids now still know, right? That's a legacy right there. Yes. So I wasn't planning on singing because I sing every night. I was planning on hearing you two sing or do poems. So what else would you like to share with the fine people of Lethbridge?
One more, Araba. Let's go.
Okay. I mostly have games prepared because we sing a lot in games. So there's this game where you have to stand in a circle. Everybody kind of stands in a circle. We hold hands and sing the song. So is that everybody, in Ghana, the system kind of is that you get named according to the day you're born. So that's what the game is about, kind of. So you stand in a circle, you hold your hands, and you sing. Obiawa wonu Cressida, one kutu, one sorry. Obiawa wonu Cressida, one kutu, one sorry. La 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 la. And then while they're singing that, if it's your day of the week, Cressida Sunday, if it's your day of the week, you
Come on.
also do like a fancy walk into the circle, and when they're singing la 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 la, you kind of hold your waist and then you do a little dance, and then when it's the end, you go back to your place. So you can do the same for others, right? So it's still like based on bringing everybody,
Sorry.
like showing
Everybody's included. Everybody's expected to come in and enjoy and be part of it. Yes. Yeah. Araba, the last minute, we saw a whole bunch of hands moving and lips moving, but we did not hear a word.
Yeah.
So could you just repeat that part? I'm sorry.
Yes, I said you're right about that. It's a whole lot of community involvement, unity, and that's deeply woven in our societies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, does this term does Ubuntu mean something to you?
Yeah, it's kind of the
South
same
African.
thing. Like,
Both you said, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's South African, so it's not native to. It's not West
necessarily
African or Nigerian. But it means like we are because I am. I think that's
The way I heard it explained is that there was a white guy found out about it, if you will, by having a little kind of a contest for some kids in the African community, and said, hey kids, the first one to get over and get this bunch of treats here, this can have this basket of fruits and sweets and such.
Mhm.
And so, he said, okay, go. And the kids all held hands and skipped over to the tree and then enjoyed the bounty together, kind of a thing, right? And that was like, oh, that's beautiful, right? It's not a competition thing, it's a cooperation thing, it's a collaboration thing. It's, hey, we're sharing, we're all participating fully in this bounty that exists, right? And wouldn't that be something if that's how it worked in the world, that we all shared in the bounty that exists? There's so much waste and so much people have nothing. That's not even enough food to eat. That's incredibly, it makes no sense. When we have enough, it's just not getting to the right people who could use it, right? I think it only takes 4 or 5 pounds of food per day for a human being to have enough food for their like to live well, to have good health, right? So not very much. Yes.
You're totally right about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ubuntu also, like how I learned it, because I had South African friends, so the way they explain it is this idea that like I am where I am because of others as well.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
I think that that's true for everyone. Like we're all where we are because a community, our mom, our aunties, or the bus driver who even drove you to school was all part of your story.
Right. Right. Exactly. You could not be here without all the support and interactions and connections of everybody. Right.
Yes,
And
yes,
especially the woman who who kept you, who grew you inside her body and then looked after you and still looks after you until you die. I mean, man, moms are amazing, incredible contributors to our community. So yeah, to our world. Yes. Araba, are you with us or are you frozen?
I'm with you, but my screen is frozen.
Yeah, your screen is frozen, but I'm glad we can still hear you anyway. So I think this was fun. I enjoyed this. Thank you for coming and doing this with me. And thanks for meeting, just meeting you. It was such a pleasure to get to know you, have a chat with you, have a meal with you, and then have now this exchange. It was awesome. I appreciate that. Anything you want to share before we wrap things up here?
No, I think I just want to say thank you as well, Alan. Like, it was really, really great to meet you and to do this. I've never done this before, so.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on and doing it. Thanks, Araba, for sharing your vocal talents with us and your stories with us. I appreciate that. And for anybody else who's watching, who's interested in this, here's the idea. If you want to come and share from your language, your songs, your poems, your stories, then shoot me an email or send me a text or something, and we'll get that done. Thank you so much. Have yourself a pleasant evening, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.